morning. As we've entered the new financial year, we expect April to be an action-packed month after a rather dull March. Earnings, RBI policy, IIP data, monthly inflation and 3G auction will vie for the market's attention. On the top of that, one will have to keep an eye on the global developments. The market has left behind a stellar fiscal year and began the new one on a firm note. Today we expect the momentum to gain strength on the back of strong global cues. A better than anticipated US job report is likely to give a fillip to the world markets. This means that the NSE Nifty will breach 5,300 yet again today. It could manage to stay above 5,300 given firm global markets and positive FII flows. However, the Nifty is likely to meet resistance as it approaches 5,400 and attempts to surpass this level. In short, the bias would remain positive, but there might be some softening owing to growing discomfort on valuations. Inflation will continue to be a big worry, especially if it crosses double digits and does not come down quickly. Going further ahead, monsoons will have some bearings on the sentiments and on the overall economic outlook. Telecom firms will be in focus ahead of the 3G auction. Cement firms may also attract some attention due to strong dispatch numbers and news of fresh consolidation. Patni Computers will also be in the spotlight amid reports that promoters have resumed talks for an exit. RIL, ONGC and Cairn could rise as crude oil prices have crossed $85 a barrel, but the PSU oil marketing companies will come under pressure. FIIs for net buyers in the cash segment on Thursday at Rs 1.06 billion on a provisional basis. Local funds were net buyers of Rs 4.5 billion according to figures published on the NSE website. In the F&O segment, the foreign funds were net buyers of Rs 10.51 billion. The dip has virtually turned down the proposal of the Department of Pharmaceuticals to cap FDI in the pharma sector at 49%, stating that apprehensions about the industry were misplaced. The Finance Ministry proposes to tighten the FDI regime in the country. Bankers are likely to urge the RBI not to hike its key rates and mandatory cash requirements in its April policy. The government is likely to consider extending export soaps selectively after a detailed analysis following evidence that a strong recovery in the external sector was underway. Most of the soaps given to exporters to tide over the global slowdown, including the ones announced earlier this week, are valid only till March 31, 2010. Primary food inflation was up by 16.35% year-on-year for the week ended 20th March, after hitting a 4-month low of 16.22 in the preceding week. Mutual fund industry's average assets under management fell 5% in March as banks and corporates withdrew from funds to feed their year-end liquidity needs. TRI set to deliver recommendations that could permanently alter the structure, pricing and methodology for spectrum allocation. It would also bar ways for mergers and acquisitions which, according to an April 2008 guideline, are not allowed till early 2011. Moving on to the recommendations, the derivative strategies are long Dena Bank April future at Rs 80 for a target price of Rs 85 and the stop loss is to be placed at Rs 78, and long First Source Solutions April future at Rs 29.65 for a target price of Rs 32 and a stop loss is to be placed at Rs 29. On the technical side, we have a buy on Hindustan Oil Exploration. Traders are recommended to buy the stock at current market price of Rs 247 and up till declines of Rs 245 for a short-term target of Rs 267 and Rs 272 and a stop loss is to be placed at Rs 255. HDFC recommendation is to buy the stock. We expect traders to buy the stock at Rs 2,783 for a target price of Rs 2,870 and a stop loss is to be placed at Rs 2,745. Thank you and have a great day ahead.